All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New England Patriots. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Waiting. 54. Down the man inside. Down the man.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. These two teams, the Eagles and the Pats, did not meet in the regular season last year, so their last official bout was in Super Bowl 52 in Minneapolis. Everybody remembers that one with the Eagles staking claim to their first ever title. And the Philly special went down in football history with Nick Foles catching the pass from Trey Burton in the end zone. What a game that was. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, you know, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, rush coming, and he's taken down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To throw is Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gary.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott. And this is caught by Watkins.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the seed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. The first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Wentz going to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes...
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehry. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
47.
Just like that. Just like that.
Following the penalty, Michelle. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
47 is the mark.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Scott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. They'll look to throw here. Toward the pylon, caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. It's from like nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Prescott. That's out to his running back, Michelle. Power towers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
A big play there for New England. 49 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Prescott. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory over the Eagles. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice pitch, boy.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. But that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. This is first and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Rolling to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Switch, switch. Check, check.
And they will run it with Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
I know you felt that one.
They'll try to run it in. Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point safely through, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, punt.
82, 82.
Now Wentz on third down. And he connects with Ertz. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Check.
Mike Smith. Mike 5-4.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout? You wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. Now Wentz. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Michel, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Big stop, let's go.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Catch is made by Harry. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. On the ground, Michel. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Kill. Go to 54. Line in.
Check it out.
Here we go.
Again, it's Michel. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down to Michel on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott to throw it. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Prescott now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Switch.
We're going to 54. One in.
Jumping.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 23. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. And it's Michel once again. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. Prescott looking deep for Gabriel. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. A good red zone run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. It's their quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. New England on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remote's clicking off right now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Lefty.
Check 31.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go again with Scott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Check 4. Begin.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. And a penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3. Wentz on the give to Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. On first down, Michel. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On the ground is Michel, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Back pass. Waiting.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Gotta do better. Come on, TV, come on.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on them.